What's up, world? We are back. Joining us today is Gloria's son, Marcos. Marcos, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
And right now we are getting prepared to roll the tamales. Gloria, you want to show us how we get started?
I sure do. You get the corn husk right here. This is a rough side and this is a smooth side right here. And when it's a big one like this, like I say, you have to put that much in it, and then you spread it like that. Then you're ready to put the meat on them.
So you get the meat in here. You want to make sure you get enough meat and enough juice. Not too much juice because then it ends up squirting out when you tie them. Then I put some raisins in there, like 3 or 4. 2 olives. I roll it up. Squeeze everything in there. Hand it over to the next person, and they tie it.
All right, so what do I,
So you grab these ties, James.
okay, all right,
Grab one. You
Okay.
get one. You get the pointy end first on the corn husk,
all right. Like this?
just like that.
Okay. I'm going to wrap it around like
Wrap it
this.
around. Just tie a knot in it.
We'll tie a knot into it now.
Mhm.
Okay. And then, what do I do with the other side over here?
Well, this other side, see, if you can see, it's kind of like oozing out a little bit of juice.
Okay.
So what we usually do, you pick them up like that,
All right.
and grab your other tie, which
Okay.
which these are from the corn husk. We strip them as we go,
Okay.
and that's why we soak them, because they get soft and you can tie them in a knot really easily.
So I see my juices coming out here. Is
That's normal.
okay?
That's gonna happen, and you just tie a knot in it.
I'm gonna tie another
And if
knot
it does,
here.
and if it breaks, you can always get another tie or double knot it.
Okay.
And when you're done with that, you set it over there in the tray, and then we put them in the steamer after the tray is full.
All right, I'm gonna put this over here. There we go.
Here's another one.
All right. We'll take one of these ties over here. Now, how long does this process usually take?
Well, this probably takes, for about 8 dozen, it probably takes about, if you have about 4 people doing this, it takes about an hour, hour and a half to get them all filled up and in the steamer.
Now, I heard in most traditions, families come together in this type of,
Well, this is a good time to come together, because if it don't, nobody's gonna help you.
That's good. That's good. But people at home could also do this on their own. They don't even necessarily need.
Yes, my mother has made tamales by herself for years. She's made like 8, 10 dozen by herself. So, but that's with years and years of experience.
So family members are always good to have around.
Yeah.
It's better to do it all together. It's just
It's faster.
brings everybody together.
Yeah.
And if there's any problems or anything, they're gone at the moment.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, is this usually a family tradition that you guys have? Is there a specific time of the year you guys all come together and make tamales?
Well, it was before.
Before, huh?
Yeah. I haven't made any tamales for Christmas in quite a while.
Oh,
I just
boy.
been making them as needed. You know, it's like.
Now,
like so.
traditionally, is Christmas time usually the
Christmas
time?
time, yeah, Christmas time.
Okay.
And sometimes she'll make them around Thanksgiving too, just to.
If you don't want to
Break
have
it up a
turkey,
little
you're
bit.
gonna have tamales.
There we go. If you don't want to have turkey, you're gonna have tamales.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, am I doing this okay? I feel like
You're doing a great job.
I feel
But
like
just make sure you keep the sauce in there, because the ones that are dry, you're gonna eat them.
Okay. All right. So we have some tamales prepared. One of the first steps, Gloria put the masa on the corn husk. Spread the masa. Now, is there a certain amount of masa to the corn husk? How do you?
It depends on what size the corn husk is. Then you have to kind of measure it by the spoonful.
So it's kind of just like a
About a 1/4 inch.
trying to get a 1/4 inch
Yeah.
proportional amount on there.
Yeah.
And then after it's spread onto the corn husk, then it comes over to you, Marcos, and I saw you put in the meat on the corn husk with the masa. and you sprinkled some raisins and some olives on there. And then it came over to me, and basically what I tried to do is tie them up. And that's one of the last steps. And then this is basically what we have. And then after this, where do we take the tamales?
The next step is they go in the steamer.
Steamer.
And that takes about 2.5 hours to steam, and then they're done.
Well, let's get to it. Let's show us how it's done.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, this is the final step of making these tamales. As you can see, we got them all right here piled up. Now, this is 5-gallon tamale pot. This line right here is where you're supposed to fill with water. So, you boil your water, you pour it in. This sits right on the bottom, and what it does is it keeps the tamales from sinking in the water and helps steam them. Then, you grab your tamales, you put them in, one by one, and you want to make a ring all the way around till you get right around here. Once it's filled up with these tamales, you grab some foil, put it in here, and this helps steam them really well. You put the lid on, and away you go. You throw them on the burner, and
2.5 hours.
for 2.5 hours, and every 15 minutes you turn it. This whole pot, you turn it every 15 minutes, and 2.5 hours, they're done, and the feed is on.
There you have it. Not a kitchen nightmare, but a kitchen creation. Homemade tamales. We have a final product here. Recipe brought to us today by Gloria. Gloria, thank you once again for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to our viewers out there before we end?
Well, just to say that this is an old tradition. These tamales were, my mother made them, and I have followed her recipe all these years, and I'm sure that whoever makes them is going to find out they're really good. Thank you.
Thank you. And if you like to find out how to make this recipe at home, you're sitting along, you're watching, please log on to the website located on the bottom of your screen. And if you'd like to see clips from today's show, please log on to Facebook /Rosawood Productions. We're running out of time, and I'm running out of breath. We'll see you next time. Same uTV place, same uTV channel.